What's up, dudes? Welcome to episode 23 of my football/soccer podcast. Just one day away from the U.S. versus Mexico game in San Antonio. I'll be there. I'll be posting on social media, Vine, Snapchat, whatever, of the events. I hope to do a YouTube video, just like that guy, whatever, how he did his when he went to the World Cup last time. So stay tuned for that. In this episode, real quick, just want to go over some things that have passed. Some Concachampions news. America went into Azteca to play Herediano, and that was going to be an interesting match. They came out with a win, a huge win, 6-0, overcoming their deficit of 3-0 on the first leg in Costa Rica. I was sort of thinking, man, America might not make it. Might be a Costa Rican or MLS team winning this Concachampions and going to the Club World Cup. But America came through, blew them out within minutes. I think within the first 2 minutes, they scored their first, and then they just kept on raining goals. Benedetto was awesome. There was a red card against Herediano, so they were down to 10 men late in the first half. So pretty impressive by America. I think they're the favorites now. It's going to be different. Montreal will get the second leg this time, so they'll have that advantage. So America has to pull out some good stuff in the first leg in Azteca. There were some rumors on other news, rumors of Chicharito going to Orlando, interested in Chicharito. That was just purely rumors. That would be a huge mistake for him. I think he knows that. Martín del Palacio, if you follow someone on Twitter, Mexican reporter, writes at Medio Tiempo, Martín del Palacio, that guy knows a lot of stuff. He tweeted that he would it would basically be the end of his career. It would ruin his career if he were to go to MLS at this stage. He's just not playing much. He scored a goal this weekend for Real Madrid, but he hasn't been playing much. He played that in the 90 minutes, but we'll see. Another funny thing that happened in Liga MX, not last week but 2 weeks ago, was this guy from where is he from? Monterrey played them. Jesus Zavala got bit in the shoulder by this dude. He came out and apologized, but he was suspended, I think, for 2 games or 3. They compared it with Luis Suarez, how he bit the guy in the shoulder. I don't think it was as hard. But yeah, he eventually went in for the bite, got a little nibble. Jesus Zavala went down, then came back up, showing his scar, pulling his shirt down on his shoulder. The ref saw it. I don't know what else happened, and that's that. He got suspended. But that was some funny stuff going on. And now back to the U.S. team. The U.S. Versus Mexico game. Last week, I was just, on Twitter and stuff. Every now and then I'll post a soccer post or retweet some soccer stuff. I do post a lot about information security, my job, and sometimes MMA. So basically I tweet 3 different sort of categories of information. But soccer as well. And I receive a tweet from AT&T Latino, official Twitter account. They send me some information and ask me to DM them with details about an event they're having in San Antonio before the soccer game. So I do that. They send me more information about a dinner with some legacy players, and to do some other paperwork and stuff. So I go ahead and do that. It's a dinner in San Antonio on Monday night, which was last night. So I go there, take the wife. It's all set up and everything. There's prizes, supposedly. So we get there. We see 3 VIP names, one of them being mine, on a sign out front of the restaurant. Talk to this guy out front. I see Jorge Campos, who's out front. He tells me there's Jorge Campos, and I was like, oh, cool, he's coming into the meeting, or to the dinner. And so we go in. There's, you could bring a guest, so I brought my wife. This other guy brought his friend, they were Mexican fans, and then these other two guys were wearing United States national team jerseys, so they're your U.S. fans. So those are the three guests, the three VIPs and their guests. We all go and sit. We're eating, appetizers, some pretty good stuff. The host, the AT&T employee host guy, he's on the mic telling everything what's going on. The players start arriving. We see them like out the window, and they're like I think they gave them some AT&T shirts that they had to use. Zague was over there, Marcelo Balboa, Kobe Jones. Those were the four guys that were going to be there. I ended up getting my seat. I saw the name IDs on everyone's seat, and I noticed Kobe Jones sitting right in front of me, then Marcelo Balboa, then to the right in front of me is Zague, and then Jorge Campos. Finally, after some time, they get their shirts on, their AT&T shirts on, they come in, they're taking selfies, they're taking pictures with the other AT&T staff. They come in and they shake all of our hands. Got a good reception, good feel from all of them. Jorge Campos was a little bit like, okay, yeah, cool, see you later. Looking somewhere else type of shake. And then I'm out, or I'm going to the next person, or to get my seat. I was sitting next to the two U.S. fans, and in front of me, next to Kobe, was another U.S. fan. Actually, there's four guys who won. Yeah, the other guy, he had a cell phone case that said American Outlaws, and he brought his mom with him, and he was sitting next to Kobe. So during the whole thing, the MC on the mic got out some questions. I asked a question. Some other guys asked questions, like, do you guys teach your kids soccer, force them into it, whatnot? I asked a question to Zague about how is it to work with Jose Ramon and Faitelson. He answered really, really well. He said Jose Ramon likes to get on people's nerves, likes to bug people, joke around, but he's a really good, funny guy, jokester, and Faitelson just a really cool guy as well. Jorge Campos is he was clowning around, he was enjoying, having a good time, having fun, saying AT&T, can I help you, and all this stuff, and just joking around, having a good time. The more talkative guys, I guess, seem to be maybe more because they were sitting closer to all of us, the U.S. guys, and then myself. Right next to Jorge Campos on the other end was the other Mexican fans, the two guys over there. So they were sort of quiet, so they didn't talk much with Jorge Campos. And Jorge Campos seemed sort of quiet as well. I mean, he was talking to Zague and all that stuff, having a good old time, but he didn't really interact as much with the fans. Kobe Jones and Balboa, they were talking with the fans. The U.S. guys were asking them all kinds of questions, not on the mic, but just face to face, directly to them. They asked some Jurgen Klinsmann questions. Both of them said that they're doing good. They asked him who they thought better was Messi or Ronaldo. They're just slamming Ronaldo for, I didn't know he built a museum in his hometown to himself. He's just real ego, and everyone knows this. He's an egomaniac. The way he celebrates his goals. Look at me, I just scored a goal, and his pose and all that. So they were both, in agreement with Messi being the best. Huge fans of Messi. And then Marcelo Balboa was saying he was Argentinian. I also got to talk, and after that we had dinner. It was pretty cool. After that, we got these huge duffel bags full of prizes: a Mexico jersey, sweatshirts, bags, a Beats pill, a Fitbit, all kinds of cool stuff. Put a picture on Twitter and Instagram. A huge bag of stuff. Got to take pictures with all the guys afterwards. I actually, when we were standing up and taking pictures, I talked to Zague and asked him about Chicharito and how is it worth staying in Real Madrid even if you're just training with the best players in the world, or is it bad for him, and should he go to a lesser team such as let's say Chivas, go there, stay in Chivas, at least you're getting playing time. And he seemed to agree. He said it's not good at Real Madrid. It's not good to get playing time. You lose your form. You lose you get out of shape, or game shape. So he said it was. I mean, he had to take it because it's Real Madrid, but it's not good. He needs playing time. I mentioned, well, Orlando at MLS, would that be an option? He said no. That's not that. I mean, Mexican League, that's okay. MLS, no, that's too, and he agreed, and it was sort of funny, interesting, like, MLS, no, that's too much, too low of quality of a league to go. So hopefully, I mean, we agreed sort of that hopefully he ends up in another place in Europe as a first priority with playing time. Second, Chivas. I mean, second, and that's it. That's the last option. There is no other option. So we'll see what happens. He did score a goal. He looked good against Ecuador in the game that they played in the friendly a few weeks ago. So we'll see. As far as the U.S.-Mexico team coming up, it's sort of a bummer. Dan from Pachuca is not going to be there. I was really looking for him, how he was going to play against the United States. Oribe, the other big name, is not going to be there. So now basically we have Cubo Torres, who's the main guy. I mean, hopefully he can do his robot dance and score some goals. But the U.S. team, it seems like they got a pretty. I mean, all their players are pretty much in MLS now. Julian Green's on there, Michael Bradley. I don't know if Dempsey's there. I don't know why he wouldn't be unless he's hurt or something. But they have pretty much their main players. I don't know if Altidor's there. So Klinsmann might be in danger. Kobe Jones and Marcelo Balboa didn't seem to think so. They said that Klinsmann's, he's doing great. He's experimenting, and he has that luxury right now. But as soon as it gets closer, he can't be messing around and losing all these games because he hasn't been doing well. I'm of the thought that if and I was going to ask him, if he loses this game against a weakened Mexican side, is his career even more at risk? Because this is a weakened Mexico side. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully Mexico comes out with a win. I got 2 tickets. Pancho Villa's tickets. Pancho Villa's Army. Thanks AT&T Latino. @AT&T Latino. Follow them. Hashtag Mejora Mi Dia is what they were saying all day long. You can check out that hashtag for some posts and pictures that I did on my Twitter and whatnot. So @Beto_ATX. Follow me later.